Hello, darlings. I am Cassandra. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about a quick ritual to help protect you when you are traveling. Now, I don't know if you believe that when it's your time, there's nothing you can do to delay the inevitable. I think, I really do believe that when it's your time, there's nothing you can do. But sometimes maybe it's not your time, and you just have to, we make decisions like, we make decisions that can help us or hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you decided, I'm not gonna do this particular drug, or I'm not going to go hang out down the street. Like these are all decisions that you are making to maintain your safety. But anyway, child, I took my grandbaby to New York, Manhattan, New York, to see my daughter. My daughter graduated from the ICE Culinary Arts School. But anyway, this is prior to her graduation. I took my 5-year-old granddaughter to New York, and I wanted us to have a really safe trip, right? That sounds so grandmotherly, right? I'm taking my hooter poodle with me, right? My sweet thing. And I was worried because sometimes, she's very, she's like her grandmother. She's headstrong, so she's going to do what she wants to do, and I'm just going to let her do what she wants to do most of the time. But I was worried about this trip, and I was worried about just her like maybe being curious or walking away, or just the general stuff that any parent would worry about. But I decided to do this angelic ritual. This is in the book Angels of Empowered Magic by the Gallery of Magic. Now, in addition to the ritual that I'm about to show you that I used with the angel Elamaya, I pronounce it Elamaya with the Gallery of Magic, I also worked on my helpful people and travel area in my home. So if you were to walk into your home and you were your head is facing the door, right? And you're lying down. Wherever your right hand is, that corner where your right hand, I call it the right hand man, that is your area for protection, for for traveling in general, for it's your angelic team, your spiritual team. So I have, y'all know I'm like dramatic, right? So I have like this little genie lamp that I love. I think it's super adorable. And if I have a temporary goal or dream, I'll just go ahead and write it and put it in here, and I'll burn a candle. And I like to leave some Florida water in a little white dish for the angelic beings, or the spiritual beings, not the angels, but the spiritual beings, just asking for safe travel for myself and my grandbaby. And I also like to extend that prayer to anybody else anywhere in the world that needs it. And I always feel like that really helps to pray for other people as well. So I worked on, and the colors for that area are gray, black, and white, and the element is metal. So I made sure that I petitioned my spiritual team to pull out everything, pull out the big guns as well. The angel I used to protect myself and my grandbaby while traveling to New York was, this is in the Angels of Empowered Magic by the Gallery of Magic. I used the angel Elamaya. And travel safely when you lead or guide a group or family. Straight up. This is seriously a power. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, travel safely when you lead or guide a group or family. Perfect angel for the occasion. This ritual took less than 30 seconds for me to complete. I think it was another one in the book as well that I completed. It was 2 in this particular book. And I just decided, because in the other book, the Magical Protection book, there was a ritual, but you needed to do it for like 5 days in advance, or I can't remember the details, but I just thought, no, this is going to be faster. Anyway, child, I had the most wonderful time in New York with my grandbaby. The best part of the trip and one of the highlights of my life was waking up and giving my grandbaby coffee and brownies that my daughter had made at I think it's the Heritage Bakery in Manhattan, New York, where she was doing her externship. But I woke my grandbaby was asleep, and you know how they have the hotel coffee? And hotel coffee is really not that, to me, it's not that potent. And I've never been a good parental figure, even with my own kids, But I woke my baby up, and I was drinking like the hotel coffee, and I was eating a walnut brownie. And I woke Savannah up, and I said, baby, look, this is our breakfast. Before breakfast. It's a pre-breakfast. I said, we're having brownies and coffee in bed. And she woke up and she looked at me like Grambo, because she calls me Grambo. She said, like, it was a look like, this is wrong. Like, something about this is not what parents do. And her eyes lit up. She was so excited. Like, there's so much joy in her eyes that we were having brownies and coffee, because she's not supposed to have coffee and then brownies for breakfast in bed. Okay, come on now. So anyway, that was the highlight for me. We took the carriage ride around Central Park. I wanted the white horse. We had the white horse. It was everything that it was supposed to be, everything that I ever wanted. The trees to me in Central Park were alive. They were not dead trees. These trees were beings. They were mighty beings, and they had stories. Oh my God. If we weren't in a carriage, I would have wanted to sit under those trees and just like ask myself what happened. Anyway, so I went to Madame Tussauds Museum. I had a ball. I took pictures with the celebrities, whether I liked them or not. It was just really fun. I mean, when I say like them or not, it was just a good experience. It was, looking at the artistic abilities of the people who created these wax figures. Anyway, we went to, what was his name? Wolfgang Puck's Steakhouse. This is me and my daughter and my grandbaby. Had a ball. You hear me? Yeah. I'm like, yes. The magic is, is working, darling. So when it was time to go to the airport, we, my daughter and I was very organized, not unlike my normal self. We arrived to the airport on time, and when we arrived to our gate, my grandbaby and I, and I could see the plane that we were going to travel on. You know how it's like at the gate? There was a black crow on the wing. Now, I saw the black crow on the wing, and I knew something was up. I just instinctively knew something was up, because, first of all, I love crows. I feel like they are a part of my spiritual team. They communicate with me. They have come to me. Literally just come to me, look me dead in my eyes. I've talked about that in other videos. I feel a kinship with crows. I'm telling you. And so I saw a crow. I'm like, out of all the places, there was no food. Okay, there was no food on the wing of the plane. So I'm looking at the crow, and the crow looking at me. And I thought, it seems like something is going down. But anyway, I just remember that connection that I made with the crow. I just said, but I got a feeling this is going to work out. Like I didn't get this feeling of, let's catch another plane. It was just a feeling. I just can't explain it, but I knew something was wrong because of the eye contact with the crow that was on the wing of the plane at the gate. So my granddaughter and I, we get on the plane, and the plane takes, you know how the plane, what is the proper word? I think they call it taxi or something. Well, I'm going to say the plane is moving away from the gate, taxiing and away from the gate. You know how it goes to that line where it is about to take off? So we're at this line for about 45 minutes. Okay? 45 minutes we're at the line. And I'm sitting there with my grandbaby, and I'm just wondering, I'm just remembering I saw the crow. And the crow, I'm like, what is this, right? So after 45 minutes and snacks, and, everybody's saying, oh, it's going to be okay. Well, there's a slight delay. The pilot comes over the PA system, and he says, not so good news. The plane, there's a problem with the plane's engine, and it does not have enough power to remain in air. And I thought, how is that not so good news? This is beautiful news. This is magnificent news. This plane is on the ground. We haven't even driven down that. We have not taken off. Now, if you had said this with the plane on the air, right in the above the clouds, that's not so good news. Telling us not so good news while we are still on the ground. I wanted to go in that cockpit and tongue him down. I wanted to give him the best kiss he ever had in his life. Right? Like, no, darling, what are you talking about? This is amazing news. I'm in love with you. So anyway, they go on to say there is a problem with the plane. We're waiting for a gate to open for us. And when the gate opens, we're going to let you guys know what travel plans we have for you. So my granddaughter is sitting next to me, and she is such a little trooper. She's just sitting there. She said, Grambo, the plane engine is broken. And she said, so we'll go get a donut, because we had peeped the donut shop. So I went and I bought her this, what was it? I think it was a glazed donut with like those sprinkles on it, and I had a coffee. And for some reason, there was still this calm energy over me. Now, the night before, I didn't even sleep because I was in prayer the whole night. Like, I can't explain it to you guys, but it was like, it wasn't like I was afraid of flying, because I'm not, but I was in prayer. Like, I felt that my soul was in prayer, was in communication with my spiritual team and with the spiritual team members of everybody on that plane. Like, I just kind of felt like there was something important happening. And I usually, I know this sounds crazy, but every night I usually pray for my entire family. And I go, through the whole list. And it takes me probably about a good hour. And sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, then I'll start where I left off. But before I wake up, I pray for everybody. But this night I couldn't pray for anybody but my grandbaby and I on the plane, like the whole plane, like everybody on the plane. I was just imagining like angels around the plane. Elamaya, the ritual. I mean, even though it was a quick ritual, I just felt that I was giving positive energy, that I was working with the spiritual realm. I don't know why, and I wasn't tired either. So after praying all night, because our flight left at about 8 o'clock in the morning or something. It was an early flight. I woke my granddaughter up when it was, time to get her ready, but I was very calm. I had the best Uber driver to the airport, but I just had a calmness about me. So back to the airplane, they said, okay, we have another plane for you. And we had like 45 minutes to eat our donut, drink our coffee. And we boarded the next plane, I think, which left at about like 4 or something. And even while I was on the plane, I just remember it just, instead of it making me afraid of flying, it made me not afraid of flying. I mean, I'm not afraid anyway, but what I mean is, I just kind of feel like, first of all, let me just say this, and I've said it before in other videos. I believe that God, love, and magic are all the same thing. I do. Miracles, blessings, that's just God to me. I just feel like it's just one thing. It's just, you can call it magic when you convene with the spirit world. You can call it, I think love is the most powerful force in this world. Has brought nations together, has torn nations apart. I know people would say it's hate, but it's love too, but it's love flipped on the other side. And God, like whatever, Goddess, divine spirit, universal spirit, is all one thing to me. So to me, I feel like this ritual was a big part of my safety. This working with Elamaya, doing the ritual, and I don't know, I just felt like seeing the crow. That's always whenever I work with the Gallery of Magic in particular, crows come to me. Like I told you, they've been on a banister just looking me straight in my eyes. That crow that was on that wing, he was not there getting a piece of bread. He was not there. There was no food on the wing. That he was there to let me know you are good. Everything has been worked out. Anyway, my granddaughter and I made it home safely, and I am very grateful. So anyway, guys, the ritual for safe travel is in this book, Angels of Empowered Magic, and they have a host of other books where there are travel safely magic rituals. But like I said, it was a time frame. I think you have to do it either for 9 days or 5 days prior to the trip. And I thought, no, I need help like yesterday, right? And I want to take care of it. But anyway, guys, I really hope this video helps someone. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to seeing you, darlings, in the next video.